It's kind of ludicrous, honestly.
Still had trouble in the game despite the pistols, though. Still was dying first a lot on the CT side. I think he only added 5 or so more kills after pistol rounds to that entire map back on Inferno. And great shoot from Solo Young. Not just a one-trick pony, not just a pit player. He can do it all, entering up on the con side with a 3K of his own. And there's Simple, of course, just destroying Magisk in middle. Come to expect it at this point. We've got the Simple we know and love in the server today. Splendid stuff. Navi taking their time, and all is well. All is fine. But they are going into the stack here, Harry. Less than a minute on the clock. Electronic, will he figure this one out before the rest of Navi explode into A? Because if they want to leave, the bomb is in Palace. It's got to run all the way back. Maybe they rely on Electronic to flank. No, the realization's kicked in. Guys, B is free. It's a full A stack. Someone needs to sell it. Simple will stay in position and make sure the noise is made, keeping Vitality in the wrong place. Electronic has cleared literally every angle but the apartments. He's gone car, he's gone bench. He knows it's an A stack, and so the bomb on the red carpet will get planted. Simple knows he's done enough to win this round off a distraction alone, and the pennies dropped too late for Vitality.
Yeah, just gonna get in. The round is won. That's how these ones go sometimes. You go a kill up, you force a stack out of Vitality. And so Navi managed to stick the landing on the conversion. Sundai Young even going on a bit of a hunt here, trying to join up with Simple. But if you're Navi, you're more than content just keeping 5 alive here. And so that one kind of all just hinged on Simple getting the opener with the scout, really.
Yes. Simple way to do it. One and done. But at least it allows Vitality to run this round back, essentially, play the same guns. Ball with the scout. He looked for another one. He saw a cross, he saw a scout. He knows there's 2 here, but no chance to fire off. Dupree quick boosted ladder. Navi aren't taking mid with any pace, coming in from lower instead.
As far as with that quad save, as far as these third round go, this is a pretty exciting one where you could look to do a good bit of damage. Magisk up here in the window. On with this Eagle, gonna just wait and see if anyone gives him a chance at this fight through the smoke. Simple with his scout homed in. Peek from top ticket, and they trade a bit of damage either way. Woo getting a tag off as well.
It's a chess game right now, isn't it? Finally, the smokes will fade at 40 seconds. Navi have got to go. Simple provides the cover. There's the flash to get them out of con. Ooh, some team damage in the mix as well. Dupree, the one rifle overwhelmed in the sandwich as Deep's connecting. Spinks finds one. Magisk has hit a few, but he can't finish the job, and he blocks his teammate trying to get through the murder hole. 20 seconds for a plant, and everyone's so low. The bomb gets dropped by ZywOo from spawn through the boxes, and someone needs to pick it back up. They can't. Perfecto is here to save. He's not here to play. 10 seconds. He won't be able to force his shot out. Finally makes it happen, but it's done. He can't win the round. Uh-oh, he might die after time. Oh, pre-clock at least, but ZywOo clocks on with a triple kill to take that away. Very weird round for Navi.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, that is exactly why after that second round where they come in with the force, they lose the man early, they full gamble, pretty much safe in the knowledge that holding 4 weapons out of it still gave them a really good chance here. They're going to put that to use. They're going to show us why Apex called that lean in towards A in the second round. And so Vitality with a response now. Navi, not the round they wanted to slip away from them.
See somebody do this a lot on the T sides, just keep the pressure on B early, force all that util out. So valuable in the late round if Vitality are scared enough to use their mollies, use their smokes, then when Navi actually commit to the execute, there won't be as much in store. Vitality do shuffle a little bit though. ZywOo leaves window. That will allow him to quickly rotate to that B bomb site.
An emotional connection to the window there. It sounded like you were tearing up.
It just means a lot. Ooh. Molly tick. Get tearing up, it's tearing up. Exactly what Sundaeyoung needs to do in this B site. But the boost up is well timed. Did he see it?
It looked a little close, right? He might know. Sundaeyoung in the site. Will he check for this? Apex spammed out, but dupreeh still sat up here, still sat pretty. Ooh, dupreeh.
Oh, that's not a spot to plant.
Oh dear, all right, the 2v2. Bomb now retrieved. Navi, it's a little uglier than they wanted, but they can still control this one. Simple getting aggro here. He's the guy with the flashbang, and he doesn't really want to self-flash in this spot. Just going to go with the element of surprise. Surprise!
Oh.
Matt just turns around and deals with him. And now Bit, 1 versus 2 at the bench. Deals with the first man. Now just Spinks left to beat. Up against the clock. Every second counts here. Bit's just trying to win it to time. Now Spinks does have a kit. He can take a few more seconds on this, but eventually he's got to start making noise, and that's perfect for Bit. Just outmaneuvering him here. Lovely clutch. And that's the 3rd round for Navi.
Oh, the wiggles, the jiggles, the reposition, round the pillar. It's perfect for Bit. And of course, he hits headshots galore. It's what he's made to do, what he was brought here for. Great entry work for Navi with some very cheeky positioning for Vitality in that round. Boost up was good for a couple, but not going to save the day here for Vitality. And now their money is drawn into question as much as Navi's was. Quick boost for the Woo. But pop over the A site, lamp flashes, and Bit creeps his way through. The Eagle for Spinks. I've seen him hit some nasty shots from this position. Trying to play behind the smoke. There's no mid-split that he needs to worry about, although he doesn't know it. Flashes go over jungle. Spinks starts strong. Simple gone. Any more from the guy? You can see he's paranoid about middle because of the pace of Navi, but this boost is beautiful. So many heads on offer. Magis just needs to take one, and he will. Dropping off the top. Spinks now off angle. Another headshot. 4 on 2, and it's falling apart.
Yeah, the bomb might be in the site, but it doesn't feel safe to go down. Sundaeyoung is on a solo mission right now. Perfecto is very limited in terms of how much he can help here. Even trying to get out of Palace could be just death guaranteed.
Yeah, well, talking death guaranteed.
Holding the murder hole. Sundaeyoung walks right into it. And that's the closer. Vitality on the board nice and early here.
Yes, indeed. Low econ rounds as well. I love that cheeky boost out CT. You often see it behind triple as well, but that was even further back, even less on offer. But it goes both ways. They had their CT smoke down in front of them, and Magisk is just able to find the angle. Not just that, but he gets a lot of free info that he saw multiple players come out through the ramp. And Spinks, man, he's just a beast in jungle. This guy towards connector puts up so many problematic kills. The opener onto Simple, the cross shot on jungle. Always good for 2, it seems. If not more. Navi's money in the bin.
whenever there's a timeout, you know, like Blade's just drinking, having a little sip of the agua.
Blade, stay hydrated, folks. Posture check.
Every time Blade has a drink, we have a drink. That's how we stay hydrated. Navi, they've got pistols, they've got armor, and they've got a nasty pace behind it. They're gonna look to explode onto the scene, but with Perfecto dead early and dupreeh pushed all the way through Palace, at this point, Vitality, they wouldn't be amiss to assume this is gonna be a B play. You've got so much info from dupreeh, and he might even catch the bomb all the way in spawn.
Oh, he hunts it. Electronic, that's ballsy.
Oh dear. That's not great though. Suddenly that info that you were reacting to, that you'd adjusted your setup around, that you'd kind of, you know, banked on working out, well, now you don't have that information, and with so much time left, the whole map's dark. Simple makes it up in a window, blindsides Magisk, and this might come together in an A play after all. You've got window, you've got mid, connector, the object of their desire, and Spinks is here to try and stop it, but double swung, deals with Simple, and lives to tell the tale. That bomb's gone back all the way through spawn. But maybe they've missed their window here. Apex down in the lower tunnel should have that kill, but Young was ready for it.
Ow.
A moment of pause now as this bomb comes out. Wraps ZywOo with a quick flick, having a dance around. Triple makes it a second, and why not the third? ZywOo with the hat trick finds 3 for Vitality.
Lovely shooting. He was so out on his own, wasn't he? Middle of the site, players from ramp, players from stairs, every angle you can consider, and ZywOo's hitting all the shots. Bit kind of screwed that up, man. Simple went all the way from that window boost, grabbed the gun, and went round Con to help Bit kill Spinks on short. Bit took a wide angle, went back up mid to fight him. Maybe it wasn't communicated in the heat of the moment, but they both needed to face there. If Bit goes back up the stairs while Simple fights Con, that's a guaranteed 1-for-1, at least you'd think.
And before anyone says, you know, we reacted ahead of the ZywOo 3K, I actually just said he had a third kill quite a while before he had it. So
yeah, well, it's all in the script here if I go through this paper.
You can just tell sometimes when ZywOo's destined to get those, and, well, he's destined to get a couple more, it would seem, as he's good for the double there.
Of course. Sends Navi quite off the course as Vitality find 4th. Rebuy for the Navi side. But the Woo is back, baby. Who, you ask? The Woo. I answer. And now Navi, no AWP to respond to him. Back to the flat rifles. ZywOo makes the jump. Easy business, has that cross as well. Blind, but you don't mind. He's just going to hold the shot. Hope that no one was playing off of that util. He knows ZywOo has his top mid, and with the window smoke coming down, the implication of an underplayer is there. Bit in no hurry. He has no support, so this is going to be Navi grouping back for an A hit. Bit coming on this late lurk down under. Or do they want mid at the minute mark? Electronic drops a window smoke, and yeah, they're going to go back to it. Keeping the B side. It doesn't know it, but this is a very hard angle to clear coming in from under. He's going to use his util to get Spinks occupied, but he still needs to clear it. He'll decide against it, just sneaks back to B. Navi are about to explode. Currently only one guy on the site. ZywOo can turn around at the first set of noise that he hears. He will swivel back to short side and fight this apartment's rush.
Oh, he's here, but will he win a fight? No, Young in a little faster than ZywOo was ready for. Caught pulling that AWP out. He had one chance to take that shot. And the moment it missed, his fate was sealed. Bit in the apartments will die to Spinks. Fast wrapping lower at this moment now. They know about the apartments flank and Electronic. Oh, was meant to deal with it, but Magisk flushes him out. That's going to give Spinks more room on this flank. Now, it's not like a normal flank where he can kind of pick and choose the fights. They are going to be holding for Spinks, right? It's going to be a real brawl for him to get involved. So his players in market need to make a bit of a dent. Spinks only good for 1, and dupreeh dead. Young with a great round. The kill to open up the B site, and then the double to put an end to it.
Yeah, and that was a very scary 3-on-3 right as that apps flank comes in. Even though Navi know about it, they lose their apps player to the market window cross. So that could have gotten very awkward there for Navi. Completely bailed out by the boost and Sumda Young in E-Box, just multi-killing madness. Very hard position to defend, but Vitality didn't split him in time. Just an extra second he had to swivel between his fights. Fast flash to window. Oh, Magisk still gets a kill through that smoke. Electronics getting reamed right now in some very unlucky fights. Magisk at the most of them, and Spinks pops through Con with a flashbang to find Sumda Young. This is a beautiful beginning and might even be an ending. Navi have no response right now. Simple waiting Palace, but he's not going to get the opportunity of a distracted CT side with his mid players torn apart like this. He's got to be the focal point. He's got to be the guy making magic happen. Nice shot to ZywOo. There's still a man close under the balcony. Apex on default. Navi don't even have the bomb. Simple fakes that he resets and then pushes back to Palace slowly. Perfecto's forced to go all the way back for this bomb, and Bit gets smoked out of Con. Retake A setup has given Navi at least a bit of room to get a plant, perhaps.
It's going to give them a nice little run-up, isn't it? Apex is kind of holding it on timings, and he does have this smoke to drop in. Kind of hoped it would come in sooner rather than later, because at this point, they're already out. Like, you can smoke ramp all you want, they're not there anymore. He will have that at least if he gets mollied back in CT, but his teammate is cut out of the round over in Connector. Apex now trying to fight for this. He's got teammates backing him up at CT and Spinks.
Wow!
Simple's gonna knock him out. Top of the stairs, player dead. Bit with the spam. And a 2v2 now graces Navi. They've battled their way back into this one. Bit's got Simple's back every step of the way. Anytime they've tried to get close, Bit has cut them down. And now wrapping CT as well. That's the nail in the coffin. Dupree dead.
Dude.
And a beautiful round there from Bit and Simple. Incredible interplay between the two of them, right? That Jungle Palace crossfire just decimated Vitality.
We talked about how much impact Spinks can and has been having from Con. Will Simple just save the day with that shot? He almost denied the plot right here, and Simple just wrecks him. Bit even got all that damage off onto Magisk through triple, and then saves Simple, who leaves the angle as Magisk crosses default. That could not have gone better for Navi. It looks scripted. It really feels it with a round that clean in the 2vx. And now they're just going to start shredding paper. Armorless USPs, tasty for Navi. There's a kill from a Deeg, but while Spinks is at the back of the site, I'm not holding my breath yet. Oh, now they've got him, surely. Yeah, done deal. 4 alive for Navi, rather, as Vitality had to play an eco round. Going into another gunny. Another opportunity, but Navi are waking back up.
Right, Zona getting very involved. Another one of these Vitality timeouts called on in. I think even contrasting, you know, the kind of timeout usage, even how much the coaches are speaking to begin with, it's very, very interesting. You know, Vitality have definitely been the ones feeling the pressure, feeling the burden, had to use the bulk of theirs. Right, well, this little pause lead them to the right resolutions. Navi in this position now, in this power position where they can keep breaking Vitality's money, where the rich keep getting richer in moments like this. And a very, very default spread to open up this round. They know that a change was coming on the back of attack timeout, right? That's what you assume. Maybe Vitality are going to try and get a bit more proactive here. So they just hold.
What's he doing?
Just having a bit of fun, you know? Like, when all you're doing is throwing util for everyone else, you got to find ways to keep yourself engaged.
Jumping around, and he even missed it.
And he missed it, of course. Well,
not ideal. Not ideal at all. All right. Simple gone as a result as he comes out under. It's really not gone well here for Navi. But bits in window. Freebie onto Magisk. Up and ladder, there's a response. Dupree doesn't go down without a say in the matter. Some Young gonna smoke top con, but that seems to be where they're ending up. Perfecto gets that pick. They haven't seen the bomb. It's in Palace on Electronic. 3-on-3, and only Spinks in the sight to stop this madness from getting out of hand.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, man. Spinks had to go huge. He really did. Now it's just Apex, and he's going to get dispatched off. Dupree praying that something goes his way. Can a bullet just go through the smoke and hit someone for a change? But not meant to be. He's left saving Navi with a 7th. And, you know, this is what we're talking about, you know? In this next round, you're going to be partially investing around an A1S. That probably means Navi win it, right? Unless you have like a big hero moment, which, to give Vitality some credit, normally they do find a way to make these low econ rounds interesting. But it still is a really, really rough spot to be in. You know, coming back isn't just a matter of getting your first round on the board. It's really milking that opportunity when you do find one to go on a bit of a tear. You kind of need to as the CT side. And really, if you're Vitality, you're just running out of chances to have that ever happen in this half.
Smiles around on Navi. They know just how close they're getting. Some saved rounds from Young Bit. And Vitality in bits and pieces right now. It's a big double for Electronic as well, coming out of Palace. No money here for the Vitality side. Simple just bunny hopping out mid, hoping that they wouldn't find him, but shooting through the smoke, that's one way to do it. Spinks just spams with a deagle at range and finds the kill. Resmoking window, resmoking con, everything's controlled. With the AWP. Not going to hit that jump across, but Molly forces Spinks into the fire, and he takes a fight from it. So we're looking for that deagle, can't quite get it. Out like a light, Navi have full mid control, no hurry, minute on the clock. Can split this short side if they'd like. Dupree's coming into position to cover that exact cross. They're going to keep the AWP. Seems so. No, he throws it out the map. Wise choice. Don't want Zywoo getting his hands on it. Meanwhile, Magiska's pushed ramp. This is only going to reinforce the B stack right now, but as Electronic again going to uncover the terrible truth that is this A site, this empty A site. Instead, he's going to flank, try and backstab the B play. Meanwhile, the bomb is coming under. He's seen it, he's called it, and he says that A is looking pretty breezy right now. Again, another stack avoided by Navi.
Yeah, they're always just being so extra with grabbing all the info before they commit to anything. It's really hard to dupe this team into playing into your stacks. Ooh. Magisk will take one to the grave here. Now they know about it, but this Deagle is delivering. Magisk left alone as the sole protector of A has risen to the occasion.
They gotta go
to win the round. Bit and Electronic have got to try and win this from middle, and Apex is the Eagle here. Has dealt with the first man. Bit now needed to come in clutch. They're not on the bomb yet. They're all facing him. They wanted that fight right away. And Bit gives it to them. Vitality on this low econ round. As we said, they always find a way to make these interesting. This time it's Magisk rising to the occasion. Beautiful round from him. It kick-started everything there for Vitality, and it put all that pressure on Navi that led to the kind of misstep out through middle into Apex at con.
That's a case of being right, letting you down, right? Electronic was on the money. He realized it was a B stack. He just didn't realize that it wasn't everyone. Still one player left tucked in at Tetris, and it causes all the problems. Those Deagle shots were beautiful from Magisk. And yeah, Navi go waltzing into what should have been a free round. Instead, it's a free pound from the pistols. Oh, perfecto. Can't live. Surely they're running him down. Oh, he makes it on 6 health. What a cheeky fella. All the way out. Barely standing, barely alive. But alive nonetheless. Apex taking the safest jumps he can. Rightly so with Simple on the other side. No one's going to give Simple this fight. There's the scope up. Oh yeah, no chance. That's a little too little head for Simple to take the kill. Minute on the clock. Navi do want this B site, and right now it's under-owned, under-defended by Vitality.
Dude, Electronic's ability to find and exploit these gaps is wild. Like, yeah, he dies, but he gets all the way up short. He's come to his team. That the only place they have to look is back here at bench for Apex. Now Dupree arrives at the perfect time in catching Simple and Sumda Young. Perfecto just couldn't bear to stay alive any longer. And Bits left in what was a 1v3. Just Dupree left to beat. But he's messed the movement up here. That's cost him precious time. 10 seconds as he makes it around the short side now.
No.
And with Dupree just hiding, Bit does not want to attempt this one. He's going to write it off.
All right. Elephant in the room. What happened to Perfecto? Get your guesses in now. I think he died in apps. Yeah, I think that's him. But I could not tell you how or why. Nade or Molly is my presumption. Really the only options. But that is the round loser right there. That suicide from Perfecto. Everyone did their job. Electronic got the space, like you said. Sumda Young risked it all with a wide swing, to go round and clear out the Apex, who was back at jail on bench. And still, it wasn't worth it, because Perfecto killed himself. Guessing he just he threw a molly and it bounced wrong. Not ideal. Unfortunate.
You know, he does a little trolling. We do a little trolling.
Not the time, nor the place. This game is still close. Vitality still could have a second wind.
Here it is. Here it is.
This is all we got. Unfortunately, the CC. Oh, it's his molly.
Okay, there's the molly. It's the molly.
CCTV wasn't great.
We pulled what we can from the FBI's records. And it would seem he just killed himself, sir. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he just had a molly and apps maybe on the balk, and he took one step too far into it.
Damn, I wanted that to be some big mystery, some big conspiracy.
Who's done it? I think it's the butler in the wine cellar.
Simple right now. Looking at Curdle there, Mustard. Spinks over here in middle. That one's free, but the next one's going to cost him. He does have support from a man on the catwalk. Dupree holds the line. But not for long. But here's Magnus. Look at that. Just Electronic now. 1 versus 3. M4 retrieved, but at what cost? 8 points of health on this guy.
Crikey. This one is a mop-up, surely, for Vitality. 8 health. Pistol out, Apex about to find him, and Magistic's going to swing at the same time. So, 7 rounds, the pistols are donezo, as Navi coming with a big buy for the last round of the half. However you slice it, Harry, this is a great T-side. This is a fantastic half for Navi. It can be better, and they want to put just that little bit more mustard on top. Curled or not. Let's see what we got. Electronic gonna line up util. Sumda Young getting the window smoke in. Usually Electronic's chronic, but that smoke is mid. Magist pushes through it, takes Electronic out of the picture, and even goes one step further to find Simple. He's caught him with a bomb. Nade is nice. Simple's gonna dodge though. Man up for Vitality, perfect time to settle back into your sights. But talk of which, Sun Young, he's made a house a home. He is in Sandwich, deep in A, and they don't have a clue.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the backstab.
baby.
The backstab, Sun Young. He's threaded the needle. He's made it past Saiwu, and now he's jungle bound. The jungle boy, Sun Young, swinging in, looking for even more, and he's got the info that both the B players are right here. Simple's now taking space as well. You find one gap, you find them all. Simple with the backstab. And Navi teed up for an 8th right now, unless Saiwu and Dupree can somehow find their way back into this one.
Gotta be a good nade. Even they're not gonna kill anyone. Tickles at the feet, but Simples will spell defeat to Dupree. It's Saiwu a long way out. 1v3. He's been spammed, crossing through, and he goes back to no fight presented. This is it, folks. This is Navi on a tear on the T side, looking for a winning half, and they've got it. Bit to close, 8 rounds at the half, and Navi here to 2-0 this series. Can they do it? Well, that's the question of the evening. You're gonna have to wait and see.
Hey Future Pros, we have another execute for you and your friends to learn. This execute will help when you are taking the B site on Mirage. For this setup, you will need at least 3 Future Pros and 3 smokes and optionally a bunch of flashes. Let's break this down. Future Pro number 1, you'll be throwing one of the arch smokes. To do this, line yourself up with this corner of the cracked stone floor. Aim at the left side of this dark squarish smudge on the wall, then simply jump throw the smoke. Since you threw this from close to mid, I would recommend wrapping around cat to get to B or maybe holding off rotations in mid. Future Pro number 2, you will throw the other arch smoke. To do this, line up with the middle part of this window. Aim to the sky and position your crosshair so it is in the middle of the antenna and the overhang. Then throw the smoke normally. Future Pro number 3, you will be smoking off the window leading into the B side. To throw the smoke, get yourself into this corner. Aim at the corner of this large tower, then jump throw the smoke. Nice and easy. With all 3 of these smokes thrown, taking the B side should be much easier than it would be without them. To make this even easier on your team, get your players to lob as many flashes as possible over the top of B. And as always, good luck.
Well, obviously, we had a really short time together. We started the boot camp for like 5-6 days. Then we had to go home for a little bit because then we had Blad's group stage plus EPL Pro League group stage as well. So we had to do both at the same time and prepare for not long. So we didn't have much days off. We tried to work a lot with him right now, and we spend a lot of time together trying to figure out and getting better as fast as possible. So it's not easy, but he's getting there.
Neck and neck heading into the second half here. Navi sporting a little advantage as they get ready to try and close this one out in 2. Winner of this guarantees themselves a placing in the top 3, and right now Navi are a map up. Vitality having to play catch up with the T side here, and Simple, he's bringing out the dual bussy from the get-go. Let's see what he's able to do with them.
Twice the guns, double the style. And they're even on discount right now. This is a crazy angle for Electronic. He's going to late swing under. They are not going to be ready for this. Surely at least a kill. No one is even considering it. Caught with nades out. There's a trade, though. Dupree doesn't let this round get too out of control, but Bit will take Zaiwu out of top mid. And they know the bomb is lower. There's no question of intention here. Navi know exactly what's going on. Simple's even pushed up on the ramp, and another off angle for Magis to find out the hard way, but, well, nice shot either way comes from Magisk and puts things back in a 3-on-3. Now the bomb can reset. Now Vitality can get weird with it.
Spinks gonna try and do something here by finding this timing up through connector. Gonna try and sell them on a lie. The con man on Vitality. Spinks lies in wait. Backstab now very much on the cards, and Bit will get dropped. Oh, even a little bit more for Spinks. He's ready for the cat repeak as well. Perfecto now spotted. They know where he's coming from. They know where he's going. They've just got to intercept him along the way.
And he's waiting for the window jump. Here it comes. Perfecto, oh, dukes him out. Goes back down lower into Con. Spinks turns around. He knows exactly where this player is. He even sees the jump of Dupree. He's really playing with his food, is Perfecto, but maybe just needs to save his dinner. Only a smoke to keep, really. But at the same time, knows it's not a realistic round. Spinks moving out to B to find that exit. Perfecto with a kill, and he's looking for damage here at the end. If only he had a kit. It's not meant to be, and Dupree will end with 2 of his own. Lovely shooting from Dupree down lower to Spinks in A as well. He shuts out that round after Navi begin it 4-3 up and settle back into nice passive setups. Spinks is just such a problem piece in Con, no matter what half it is.
I think it's insane that in all the pistol rounds of this game, Dupree's had 65% of the kills. Like, that's just insanity.
That is bad, isn't it? And they're not winning most
across
of them.
4 pistol rounds, 65% of the kills come from one guy. All right, mid murder hole vent is left unbroken. RV going to try and use that for info if they need to later on. But I don't think they're going to need to. Not with how this round's set up right now.
Navi are very good at winning these rounds, though. He's second force on the CT side, Simple Scout, Electronic MP9, bunch of pistols. Perfecto goes too soon. Spinks will be holding for it. Oh, do I hold or do I smoke or, well, oh, he pulled it out again. He got the kill. Perfecto just leaves out like a light as Spinks is dead. His window smoke lands, but not worth the trade. Perfecto's still got the net on this attack through A. They're going to hear it coming. Jump shooting for Zaiwu. Cheesy, and Bit gets into the palace easily. He's going to get Molly back in. Simple hits another headshot, and this is what I talked about. This is what we can expect from Navi. Another pickup on a 4-spy round, unless Magis goes big mode.
Gonna need something real huge out of this guy, and with 30 seconds left, Magis, you're gonna be hard pressed to win this one. Perfecto's even holding the extremities and wrapping through B right now. Once it gets to, I mean, really, with this much time left, he knows it can't be B. It can only be A now. And so Navi just keeping both players here to safeguard the round. No way back into this for Magis, who is just saving this AK. And so once more, Navi are able to upset the natural order of things by winning it out with a 4-spy here.
Of course, they did it to Fnatic just yesterday. And they'll do it again on the second round of Mirage. Easy stuff when you waltz out that A site. This could have gotten very cooked for Perfecto, but he held his nerve. Hit the shots he had to and just gave it up, you know, not overfacing. If he runs into that stack and feeds in T-spawn, Vitality have a route back to that B bomb site. Frustration stations for Apex. 5 and 12, similar to Inferno. Shades of the fire, and there's more of it as it lands behind the boxes. Bit will fight through it. Electronic goes 1 for 1, but that's a gun gifted. I think Simple just got it out of there, though. So, all is good, all is well. Zaiwu has that gun now that Magiska's departed the round. Vitality just bleeding the clock, uncertain yet. Apex back to the window smoke.
Alright, they'll nail it. Just gonna hold. Learn their lesson from last time. Don't throw the smoke straight away. And here we go.
I believe.
A perfect window smoke. Perfect.
Saying it like it wasn't gonna be, Harry.
No, I was just... I knew it. It's fine. It was safe. Now they have a way to try and get up middle.
Ooh, that con smoke. Those are always terrifying. Do the CTs have a little angle over it? Wow, the T's don't care. Vitality are creeping into connector. Playing the fade, waiting for it to do so. Zaiwu at the back of the pack, straggling, but hopefully not struggling to get these entries on the crossfire. Bit sprays and prays, Spinks trades. And Sunday, you're blinded. The timing is perfect. Zaiwu has opened up this round as he needed to, and the plant will be allowed.
Famas from short. That's a lot of damage. Simple now teed up for a chance at the 1v2. Apex with this scout is holding CT. Simple goes walking in, isn't checking for Zaiwu yet,
Yeah.
And there's Zaiwu with the cross held. A response from Vitality. They're willing to go toe-to-toe in these forced by wars.
Yeah, they win it. They still paused, right? The stress right now of this early money game, having to just break the cash, force Eco, getting free rounds. Oh, Zaiwu did his best. 3 kills. It was enough. Very scary post-plants there. As Simple was able to isolate, but wasn't ready for quite an odd post-plant position on the bench from Zaiwu. Navi can't get comfortable just yet in the second half. But they can't buy. Life finds a way.
All in all, for Forced by Wars, having an A1S here is pretty sweet. Like a sweet corn, maybe.
Yes.
But let's see if Simple has the juice. Or if he's a big lump with knobs. Simple up in the window. Gonna get smoked off. Oh, even tries his hand at the spam. Flash for ladder room, Bits blinded and firing off. Dupree hears that, that's the dinner bell.
Ding ding. Ooh, careful. Even Palace, how is Sunday alive in this round? Barely. On a knife's edge, they're running at him from Con. He's gonna have to smoke something, get it out, try and create a wall. Zaiwu shoots right through it. Reminds him smokes are not walls after all. They're trying to get split as well. This was a perfect split from Vitality where everyone needed to be. Simple will survive with that kill. Oh, and he even gets the Galil out of there as well. Did downgrade. And they're coming for him. He gets the upgrade though. Nope, it's my M4, don't you forget. I was only alone. Now alone in the site on the boost, Perfecto plays apps, and Navi tried to save as Vitality, a very well executed A attack.
Yeah, they've nailed this one, haven't they? They've stuck the landing on this. You know, this makes up for losing that anti-force by round, you know, anti-eco in the second. This is one way to right those wrongs. Now you're going to have Navi on the back foot for a little while. Just having these saved weapons to play around in the next, and that's if they get away with them. You'll note that Vitality are here, not in a charitable mood, wanting to remove them. You know, there's wanting and then there's the reality, and they don't take any out of the round. So Navi do at least get out with a Galil and an A1S in tow, but that's all they've got coming forward. Just having to take an eco.
Very tense game right now, but Vitality is showing good promise on this T side. And due to just the back and forth nature ever since the pistol, they are in the perfect position to take a little lead. Perfecto boosted out under, flashed, and so he doesn't know now if they're out or not. Even this smoke is kind of obvious. Once Apex sees it, he'll make that call. Watch out on your under, watch out on your boost. And he's even spamming Bit's feet out as well. They could have held it. Double volley out under. Great aim from Perfecto, finds a kill. And that player behind the boxes is very low. If only Navi had a nade, they have him trapped at least. Simple looks to stop him from escaping. This could be a 5-on-3 in a round that Navi have no business winning. But they're just not giving up the kill. Oh, they're going to boost for this.
Oh, the timing!
Oh, Simple's molly.
Hang on, it's worked. Simple does take one of the grave with him. Really, from that position, the fact that he goes 1-for-1 is impeccable. Molotoved out into a double swing at mid, and still getting something out of it is nice for Navi. That gun's retrievable as well over in window. Bit's going to get his hands on it. Navi have now cleared out the apartments. Electronic has this information. Once again, he sees this gap. He's found the timing to get the info that it's an A play. Perfecto's going to deal with Magisk. Vitality, this is meant to be the easy round. This was 2 rifles saved forward, and it might end up being a really clean one for Navi. They've got Vitality pinned at the stairs. They're trying to get across now with these kills. It is giving them a little bit of ground. There's no one from CT to swing out and deal with this. And going so passive here is actually given some room over, but there's Electronic to wallbang Dupree with a P250. And that there equalizes this game up again.
Dude, they took it so safe in that round. They knew with every second that passes, Vitality get more and more desperate. And the whole time, Bit's calling, wait for me, please. My smoke is fading. I'm going to have the entire site in my vision if you give me time. Electronic does some Young on Tetris, doesn't face, gets shots off. And that was really robbed by Navi. To think it wasn't even the boost that did it. Perfecto does so much damage in the early round with a Galil, takes 2 out of CT, and everyone plays off their teammates' contact. No one goes on a goose chase. No one steps out into the sun alone. Navi trade all those kills, and there was no time for Vitality to ever get a plant. 10-10, and like you said, the easy round, supposedly. Sometimes they can be the hardest. Vitality from established to anything but. Now they're the ones on pistols. What? Up he goes.
Oh, they saw him, yeah. They watched him complete the end of that jump.
Nice shot. This game is a seesaw right now.
I mean, after that attempt at getting out middle from Simple, Navi have had the fear put in them. They've kind of abandoned mid for a moment, right? And this has given room for Vitality to seep on in. At this point, Navi don't really know where Vitality are occupying in middle. They're about to get that info. We'll be able to trade for one and Bit up through short. That is a round-saving play right there. This could have got out of hand so quickly, so easily, but Bit digs deep. And when it really matters, he swings out through short. Perfect interplay between him and Sumdai Young. And even now, setting Sumdai Young up with a flashbang in top middle, just to rub salt in the wound. These two have just saved the day for Navi, man. That could have got so wild, really. Now, Spinks, yeah, they've kind of lost him. They don't know where he is here. Him coming from window is going to be a real surprise up until it isn't. And now it's not. There's one kill. They know where he is all of a sudden. And he's throwing in into the depths of mid. He hears absolutely nothing. No info to go off of. And with 15 seconds, he's got no choice but to save. Navi hear him running away, and they're laughing at themselves. They're happy with a save here. I'll take that all day long. Don't even try and win the round, Spinks. We're fine with 11.
Yeah, I mean, these one gun rounds have been won by Vitality as much as Navi, right? Like Zywoo won that AK in the Deagle round, but even so, yeah, this is so back and forth. Navi now back on top with the economy game with a gun saved and some beautiful shooting from Bit as well.
I'm really loving how Electronic leads this team, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so cool to watch because obviously prior to this we got to see them with Boomich. Boomich was like a very different leader in terms of how he operated. Electronic seems to be a lot safer on his operations. His info gathering missions are more about building like a bit of a mental picture, and then in the mid round going and seeking that info, right? Taking real estate away.
Yeah.
Boomich was always very keen to get involved early, and sometimes being like one of the first players to fight in a round, but you don't get that with Electronic. He's a real safe pair of hands, and he almost tightens a net around his opponents as they're setting up to launch an exec. I get the feeling he's someone that Blade probably very much enjoys working with.
Yeah, everyone has their own vision of the game, right? At this level, everyone's got a brain for it, everyone's got an eye for it. So, you know, it's so cool that such a high fragging player can pull the strings of this team while still keeping up his performances as well. Beautiful shooting. Sundayoung has been a rock all day long, and 4 kills in this round as he shuts down that little eco out A. Finally, full ecos getting demolished. It's a reassuring sign of the times, at least for Navi fans, as they look to run back into the playoffs inside of Group A. We have 4 weeks of groups, folks, and then a 5th finale that Navi are only 4 rounds away from achieving in this game. Zywoo, you got a gun, bud? Yeah, he's going back for it. He's got a Galil and spawn, lovely. But Navi have taken mid control, and Simple's taken liberties, peeking deep down under with the orb. Fecto, is almost there to try and help him out, because Dupree could still wreck Simple in this round. How is he still here? Why is he still here? Majiska's picked A. Now Simple feels the pressure. He feels the burn, but that's a missed shot. It had to hit. And now Navi freestyle all over the map, and they've been dropped. Bars shut in their face. Vitality with 3 picks in an instant.
Yeah, one thing that's a little bit weird, though, is all this went down over in middle. You still don't know where these last 2 players are. You kind of want to have that info. You don't want to go walking into like a double stack that's attempting a save. And they also can't accelerate the pace too much. You don't want to get caught just running willy-nilly all across the map and have this one become a 2v5 that turns against you. It always feels a little more awkward having to launch these kind of rounds out of middle. They're going to start to make their way up com, but this does leave them going into the double stack. Magisk is getting the info that B is clear as we speak. Well, as I speak, y'all ain't talking back. So they should just rotate safely. Yeah, he's got all that info. Electronic can hear the footsteps now. That should send him to his death. He's seen Dupree, has him trapped, but still can't win that fight.
Crikey.
And so that's a done deal. Vitality do a very good job of dodging having that 5v2 turn sour in any capacity. And a lot of it's thanks to Magisk.
It should just save. No real reason to risk fights here, to risk damage. But this is, you know, it was touted as game of the group, and certainly off the, not only the expectations of these teams, but also the performance of these teams from the first 3 days. It has is held true. And it right now is showing up as game of the group. Vitality trying to make it a longer game, though, and draw us into that 3rd map of Overpass, the map that we haven't seen them play since the addition of Spinks. Navi doing everything in their power to end the day before we get that far. 4 from it, 2nd timeout used. This was crazy from Simple. It looked on it, so close. Millimeters off the mark. And 2 out in the open to bail. Fector tried to help. Don't think we'll see Navi throw their lives away in middle like that again. Just because they went on this mini hot streak after winning their own eco and picked up 3 rounds in a row, it still comes at a cost. Nothing is free in CS.
Trying to get a vibe for where these orbs are at. Simple had an okay mid-spawn as far as they go, but he's still like third in line to middle. Well, get himself posted while the other two send themselves up fast.
Full send.
Trying to take top mid away, but that's where ZywOo waits with his.
Do they know about two?
I don't think they saw Bit get here. It was right as ZywOo had to, like, you know, pull the bolt back on his orb that this second player crossed. So they've got no clue that Bit is up in top mid. It won't matter yet. They're not poised to go middle, but if they try to take it a little bit later on, that could have dire consequences. They are really certain that no one else has made it mid. There was a millisecond timing where Bit could have crossed, and he was able to find that gap.
Won't be a problem if they just group B, though. Right now, it's only Perfecto on that site without a single bit of utility, and hey, he's not even really playing the site. Look at him backing out. Bit takes a peek, sees nothing, but he hears a window smoke land, and so perfect timing, peek to Magist. Now it's equalized, but it's still going into this B site.
Oh, little back bin angle from Perfecto. All right, up on top of it. The silencer does stick out a little here.
Ooh.
His teammate dead over at short. Perfecto spotted. Simple might nail one. Okay, now they're interested all over again.
Uh-oh.
That smoke spam from Some Die Young has given Navi a reason to believe if Vitality want to long this out, they really need to hold on to this now. Repositioning in the back of the site. Some Die Young starting to move up the front. Simple still holding, waiting for a swing. ZywOo strikes first with his AWP, and now just Simple left to beat. That's a quick flick onto his AWPing counterpart, and now just dupreeh to beat Simple.
Oh, no.
Saw the shadow, but dupreeh's faster than light.
Dude, that looked on it. That's back-to-back rounds. Simple can't pick dupreeh. Centimeter difference onto the dub-dub. But it's a dub-dub for Vitality instead. Man, that was so close. He saw him on that swing. And dupreeh just stutter steps right past him. A round made for Simple, but not one that he can live up to. Vitality equalized right now. Look at this first flick. And again, just off the mark. Not the time to be missing your shots. Oh my goodness, Simple with a flash from Perfecto.
He's mad.
That's insanity.
You've poked the bear.
That was a flash from the B site. Haven't seen that in a while over under. Bit looking into the wall. They run right by, but he panic shoots. And Apex clears the corner. Electronic should be a dead man as well. He takes one with him. He takes one. He almost takes two. Perfecto finishes the job. Simple's got a gun. He's behind the smoke. And Perfecto's buying time, keeping on the pressure. Plant behind the site for CT. They know where both players are. And Simple creeps up.
They don't know about this. They don't know he's gotten so deep. Simple, this one's yours.
Yoink.
It's free. And now just dupreeh again to try and put a stop to
Full
him.
eco.
1v2, this was just USPs. It wasn't meant to be this hard. dupreeh's giving it all he's got. Mollied off the angle. Perfecto with a tap. On with the swing. He's now picked up an AWP, but he's still wielding the USP. He still wants to end this with the pistols. dupreeh's going to close it. Adds another clutch to the tally. And the rounds keep coming up in favor of Vitality as long as dupreeh's alive.
He was having so much trouble last map, right? But he has just brushed that back off, picked himself up, and that is back-to-back clutches coming out from dupreeh to save the day. A full eco for Navi that they almost win off the back of that flash peek out under. Guns gifted, swing swung in the A site, and dupreeh lives somehow, some way. Lovely tuck-in. Perfecto playing pistol. They must have called he was low. But nothing of the sort. Frustrations continue. This game slips through Navi's fingers. AWP stalemate. ZywOo ain't stalemate. He's going to hit the shot. Dinked as well. Perfecto gets out. They hoped that that would force a swing to Simple, but he's given nothing. Triple B for Navi. This game is madness.
Yeah, a moment of pause like this is kind of nice for everyone involved, really. Vitality having a bit of a breather as they go for a slower default round. I don't think they need their hearts racing like how that last one would have made them feel. dupreeh boosted up over this smoke. They really seem determined to make something happen on A in this one. They've got connector early. There's a triple B lean out of Navi. That smoke and ramp. Madness! Only a matter of time. Electronic doing everything he can, but he's mollied out. Best case was a 1-for-1 there,
ugly.
and Zywoo's caught the rotate. Simple back in spawn, flashed off, but still good for the kill. Now in with a reswing. That's the tag. Apex is concealed. Only now swinging out into the open. These are not clutches that many players would attempt. And Simple first deciding to go back. It might just be the save. Zywoo holding on to him here. And Simple's not going to go any further than this. Just going to hide out in the cubby.
Now
They've tamed the beast.
they know they've got him boxed. They are going to risk everything they've got to go for this kill. Vitality, the ones on the hot streak, 3 rounds, 4 in a row after this. Simple's got to fight for his life and fight for his save. Another shot connects. The molly has ended his round, and Vitality have picked up 14 first. This is unbelievable. The messy sprays coming out from Navi right now. They are feeling the burn, and what a read from Magisk. He gets spotted by Sunday Young. The smoke comes down. Not only does he molly the close position, but he knows what Sunday Young likes to do. Sit close ramp smoke, look into the ground to dodge a flash, catch T who are forced to jump through that smoke. Magisk sprays him right through it. Perfect round out of Vitality. The second wind forcing an eco at this scoreline. Navi are playing for overtime. You don't get Navi in these positions often. You don't get an ounce of respect. But Vitality have forced it.
Oh, dude, that kill as well is going to remove the triple B lean right now. Vitality moving in up the short side. Dink might connect that a bit, but that's not enough damage, and everyone else falters. Simple, last guy standing. He's been spotted over in Palace. They might come looking for him. Ooh, buddy.
Rolling.
He's trying to tempt them in. He's trying to tempt them in, but they will just finish him off before he even fires a bullet. 15 for Vitality. The recovery right when they needed it, man. These clutch rounds from Dupree have mattered so much. And he's someone who, for Vitality, has been the one name kind of struggling in the Pro League so far. Bottom-rated player for the team.
Yeah, all 4.
At the event.
All 4 other players in the top 10.
Yeah.
Right? He's not even there. And not even just here. He has been struggling in recent times, without a doubt. But no better series to show up for. The one that would guarantee Vitality in first place in the group. That's huge as well. Keep in mind, while 3 teams get out of the group and go to playoffs, first place specifically goes straight to the quarterfinals. Second and third end up in the first round of playoffs, pre-quarters. So you skip a whole stage and you come in with a higher seed. It means all the difference to this newfound Vitality roster. They're not there yet though. Closing can be the hardest part. They've humbled Navi, but can they finish the job?
Well, look, man, all these wild fights that Navi were down to take earlier on, none of those happening this time. It's very reserved. It's going to leave them at the mercy of whatever Vitality you want to run. This is going to be a real test for Electronic and the calling department. Bit of util went out towards B, but Vitality now slipped back through spawn. This is looking like they want to try and crunch A again. This is where they found so much success to make this comeback happen. And now they're looking to have it be the thing that solidifies this being a 3-map series after all, sending us to overpass. Flashes going over. Sumdai Young back in CT. Spawn's been spotted. It just has to drop that smoke, playing the defense right now. And Navi, Vitality moving out through ramp. They've got a lot of room right now. And with Dupree still available on a late lurk, They're going to try and set this up for him to win if it comes down to it. Simple does catch Magis crossing. One man knocked out of the round already. Electronic with another. Spinks brought down low, and there's still more where that came from over in mid. Bit is Silence Dupree. This one has not gone how Vitality pictured it. It's back to the drawing board now as they're forced to save. And Navi rack another round up. 13-15. Navi now need 2 more in a row if they want to take us to overtime.
Yeah, nice setup for Navi. Full retake on A, right? Just pressure from Young and CT throwing utility, but they actually let the first contact come from Simple on the orb on a very tight angle as that bomb tries to cross in. The first domino that falls is that bomb, and then as the smokes fade, everyone unleashes. Late lurk in mid did nothing. Picture perfect round for Navi, but there's still more to find, and that's before overtime. Vitality going for the cross shot, like ZywOo won't get given a chance. Electronic playing out under with a deep smoke. We've already seen the dangers that this can provide. Vitality were the receiving end of that spam. Electronic now knows he's on a timer and he will get out scot-free. Nade misses, or lands, depending on your fancy, but no one under yet. Vitality still on the very slow default in this round. But yeah, when oh my goodness, haven't seen this one for a while.
It's been a while, right? Simple boosted up at the bench. It gives you a real deep angle into the apartment.
It's a guaranteed free kill 100% of the time to anyone who walks through the first window.
But it does rely on people walking past the first window, Hugo.
Yeah. Right now, nothing of the sort. They are peeling back from A. However, if they come up catwalk, this is a cooked boost. Young has his eyes on it, but it might not matter. Not Young, rather whoever's boosting. Perfecto.
Oh.
Here they come, up catwalk they go. Boost deconstructed, 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, they need to just hold the line now. Simple, he's in the right place at the right time with the orb. These are the moments he wishes he was given earlier on. Call for rotates now, he's got support as well. 3 strong, and it's forced another save out of Vitality. Getting to 15 was not the issue, but it's getting that one elusive round to close this game out, to lock in overpass as the decider. That's where the problems have started. Navi have kicked it up a notch here, and they're even hunting at the end. Apex above that. Firewalker, it's right next to him. Even a flash.
Oh, they hit. They hit. No kill though. No problem. Either way, Vitality should have the money for this final round of regulation, but Navi, they've pulled the hammer down right when they had to. Simple, opening up both these last couple of rounds with solid orb shots. And a very scary B boost that luckily didn't come into play for Navi. Didn't need to. Electronic is still throwing himself into these mid-fights. Remember, this is how Vitality pulled this T-side comeback in the first place. It was Navi overfacing the middle that gave away openers. Simple needs a closer. Instead, 3 rounds in a row. Opening kills attempted, but not quite yet. He won't hang around forever. That smoke just faded. He leaves it in time. Just close on ramp. Again, Vitality look timid.
Oh man, he saw the jiggle, baits the shot out. Simple goes back in and challenges Apex. It's only a tag, but that is going to force some respect out of Vitality. Oh man, okay. Either this gets a run back in OT, or we have these 2 squads, Bad and Bruise, going toe-to-toe and overpasses the third. This round decides it with Apex and Spinks both tagged up. Might need to be the rest of the squad to fill their boots here. 35 seconds. Vitality are leaving this one down to the wire. It's been their undoing in these last couple of rounds. This time they've got to get it right, and that is not a good start. ZywOo dead. Spinks boosted in window. This needs to be the hero play. This needs to be the defining moment of the round, and he will get Electronic. There's a follow-up on a Young. Suddenly the alarm bells are going off. Perfecto with 1. Spam damage comes in, but it's not the kill. Dupree doesn't get that that bomb down yet.
Oh,
Still
no.
going to be a CT plant as he has to go for a safer one. Spinks holding down Connector. Second kill in the round. He had to be the hero. And thus far, he's risen to the occasion.
Ouch!
Miss Flash, Simple still deals with the man in jungle. Even a bit more damage, but not the killing blow. Perfecto now, 1v2. And Dupree and Magisk, years of playing together. They don't need to overpeak this one. They can wait for contact to come from Perfecto. There's the swing, and Dupree's gonna take it over the line. We're going all 3 maps. Vitality still in with a chance.